In today's video, I'm going to show you a sketchbook idea for watercolor pencils using these woodless watercolor pencils in combination with some metallic markers. So as you can see, I had already started with the teapot, and now I'm just going ahead and trying to match the colors, combinations, and style for the teacups as well. So as you can see, the left side of the teapot is much lighter than the right side. So that is to show light and shadows in this design. And for that, I use, as you can see there in the teacups, the yellow and the peach color. So I started with the lightest color, which is the yellow, and then went over a little bit with the peach and just loosely color over the cups and the little handles as well. So this is a King Art woodless watercolor pencils, and they are so comfortable to use and so much fun. The pigments are very good, uh, and they're very heavy to hold because the entire pencil is lead, is the pigment. So you have a lot of pigment there without the wood case, and you get to have this very heavy pencil in your hand as you are coloring or drawing with it. And I don't know, it just feels more comfortable for me when the pencil is a little bit heavy. And they're very easy to use. So, of course, right now we're just doing the coloring phase. I mean, adding the dry color on the sketchbook. And then we'll add the water a little later. You'll see later in the video. So I'm using four main colors here is the yellow, a little bit of the peach color that it's just darkening those light areas a little bit. And then the purple is actually the main color. And for the very, very dark areas of shadows, we're going to be using the dark blue. So this is a really fun watercolor pencil idea for your sketchbook. And you can take this to the next level and make a whole full art out of it. So these are supposed to look like it's a the teapot is like old. It looks to me like it's old because it's kind of has all these stain marks in it. And I really love that it came out like that. It wasn't the intention in the beginning, but that is one of the things with watercolor and watercolor pencils is that sometimes you don't know what you're gonna get because the results often depends a lot on the amount of pigment you add, the amount of lighter colors you add in combination with darker colors, and then the amount of water you are adding into your art. The paper also makes the art look one way or another. So I was super excited to see that the teapot looked like that vintage old style because it has those stains. I don't necessarily need that the teacups look exactly like that, but I want the teacups to look a little bit similar colors, like they are part of a set with the teapot. So I'm adding the water now, and then we start blending everything together. And it's a really fun process. This was a nice sketchbook session. It's always good to try a new art supply, and these watercolor pencils, woodless watercolor pencils from King Art, are fairly new to me. I really enjoyed painting with them. They are not sponsoring this video, but I just wanted to let you know that this is a fun watercolor pencil that you can use in your sketchbook or to practice your watercolor skills. So the brushes I'm using here are all round brushes. For these teacups, I'm using the smaller size brush that I have. I will try to leave you the number of sizes of all the brushes. But any watercolor brush works. Been preferring the round ones, but really any brush that you like would work. Some people like the flat brush and other shapes. And it's really a matter of preference, personal preference. But lately I've been liking more the round ones for this kind of work. So this image was already pre-sketched here in my watercolor sketchbook. And I had used Pigma Micron Pen for the line drawing of this image. If you have difficulties drawing teacups in this position and you have difficult drawings teapot or coffee pot, I suggest that you use a grid paper to draw the teapot at least. And the teacups, just try your best to make them somewhat symmetrical because anyway, they are stacked on top of each other. And if they look a little wonky, that's okay. He actually will give a lot more character to your drawing. So they will be tilted a little bit to one side or the other since they're stacked on top of each other. So if they don't look perfectly symmetric, that's okay. Don't worry about it. Just do your drawing and have fun with it. That's what's most important. But if you want them to be very symmetric, then I suggest using a grid paper or grid your paper that you're going to use for the drawing. So I usually use my grid paper and then I transfer to the sketchbook or paper that I'm going to paint or color. By the way, this sketchbook is a watercolor sketchbook, and having a watercolor paper for any watercolor work is advisable. It's very important. You can get away with doing some watercolor in mixed media paper that is very thick, very heavy, but it's always best to use watercolor paper. This is a watercolor sketchbook with a good quality paper that I enjoy and that works well for me at least. As you can see, I always dip the brush in 1 cup of water, and that is to clean the brush. And then I use the other cup to collect clean water in the brush and bring it into the sketchbook. So you might have noticed that I skipped some of the cups. That was because I wanted 1 cup to dry before I continued with the next. Because sometimes if you go one element after the other, then the water will transfer and will bleed into the other element. So that's why I was skipping some of the cups there. And then of course I come back to them later. So letting your watercolor pencil art dry before moving on is also an important part of the process. So these art here, I wait for some of the items to dry before I continue with the next one. I hope this watercolor sketchbook idea is helpful for you, and I hope inspires you to create something that brings you joy. I really love creating art that involves teapots and teacups and I don't know, little things like that, little objects like that, because I just think that they're cute. So I like to incorporate them in my art, and I like to have lots and lots of paintings and drawings like this in my sketchbook. Usually turn them into something whimsical, like a fairy house or something. But this one here, I didn't. I just paint them and decorate them. So they are not realistic, but they're not very whimsical either. Maybe a little bit. But yes, I love this kind of subject, and I have lots and lots of sketchbooks with many of this type of art. Okay, so here is the final result after everything was finished. And here is the King Art woodless watercolor pencils set that I used. And you could leave your art like this if you wanted, but I'm going to go on a step further and now decorate them with metallic markers. So here is my Jelly Roll metallic pens, and I pre-sketched some very simple drawings there with the flowers and leaves for the teapot, and I'm just going to trace them with the red metallic marker. Well, it's not actually a marker, it's a Jelly Roll pen. So these metallic Jelly Roll pens are really good. I really enjoy using them because they don't tend to get stuck like the white one. Sometimes dries up as you are using it and stops working. But these ones, no, they seem more smooth and the ink is very bright, and of course it's also metallic. So this is a set of 10 Jelly Roll metallic pens, and I really had fun using them for this art here. So of course, remember, you have to wait for your art fully dry. So this was a few days later that I decided to add the drawings in the teapot and in the teacups. If you like this video and you think you are learning something from it today, please hit the like button. That helps me a lot, and so I have a form of feedback about whether or not you're liking the video and whether or not I should be making more videos like this. Also, if you comment on my videos and let me know what you think about it or what other types of videos and art you would like to see, that is also very helpful feedback for me, for my channel, so I can continue creating more videos that people like to watch, that are useful, that are inspirational. So as you can see, I decorated the little teacups as well with dots and patterns and lines and leaves and little hearts. So you just create whatever you want with your metallic pens. These are very fun and easy to use. It's a good addition to any artwork. That's a final detail for my leaves here. Since that green was a little bit pale on top of the purple, I decided to use my ink pen, my Pigma micro pen, and outline all the metallic pen there for all the leaves. So here is the final drawing. After I was done with all this drawing, I decided to take a look and see how this drawing would look like if we were to print and hang it on the wall. And also I did some mock-up art for other items because I think this is such a cute drawing. The elements are very playful and fun. So I tried some mock-ups in other things as well, as such as the apron and tote bag. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you would like to see more drawing ideas, painting ideas, and other art tutorials, then maybe watch this next video coming up, and I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye!